Hi, everybody. Welcome back here to Kia of LaGrange as we're live here on Lafayette Parkway, and we're glad to have a chance for you to come out and spend time with us. And I have Kurt Snyder here with me. Kurt, tell you what, it is fabulous as always. We were just talking about how many changes have happened since Saturday when quarterback ended last year to this year. This place has always been full of desks, but it's even more full of desks, and everybody's here ready to go to work, and it's just kind of a cool atmosphere.
It really is, Coleman, and again, we want to welcome Coach this morning to be here with us. Appreciate, them being part of the show this year, and we're just really excited. Like we talked about last week, I don't know of anything that brings a community together better than football, certainly, here in Georgia, and we're just really excited about it. And we got a nice backdrop here. We got you some defensive linemen back here to get you back there. If you can see excuse me, sir, can you tell me what you think about the Kia Soul?
I love it.
There you go. 9 out of 10 hamsters prefer the Kia Soul. You heard it here first on the Coaches Show. Again, welcome to y'all, Coleman. We're looking forward to an exciting year.
Well, let's do that. And tell you what, if somebody wants to come out and buy a new Kia, y'all have got a full lot of all kind of colors, every style, everything you're looking for. Doesn't matter from the Optima to the Forte to the Soul. They're all here and ready to. And the Sorrento, you can't forget that one. And a great selection. And I know some salespeople here that would love to just spend time with you and be an assistant buyer with you.
Absolutely, folks. Again, if you've not seen the quality vehicle that's being built in West Point, Georgia, we invite you to come by. Even if you're not in the market right now, you really can, by shopping Kia and buying a Kia, you can help support your local economy. Thousands of jobs. I think there's 9,000 when you count Kia and their suppliers. But we talked about it before, Coleman. There are a lot more jobs behind the scenes, like people who do the walk-off mats and people in the restaurant business, people in the advertising business that have grown because of that. So, again, we invite you to come out. Kia's tagline is the power to surprise, and I'll promise you if you haven't been in one, you'll be pleasantly surprised. And, hey, come out and help support your local economy. Let's keep those jobs here.
There you go. And I've of course, been surprised with my wonderful Kia Forte, and I've been enjoying the stew out of that. It's a great vehicle, and every bells and whistle and toy you could ever imagine, plus it's just a blast to drive. So you got to check out Kia. It's a great car. Thank you, Kurt. Appreciate you coming back.
Thank you, Coleman.
All right, folks, I'll tell you what, we are going to get back here and talk some more Saturday morning quarterback. And of course, we were just saying Lafayette Christian School won 48-32 over Life Christian Academy on Friday night. Nate, I tell you what, when you get a score that gets that big, I know as for a defensive coach, you want to make sure you stop them more than than you've got on the scoreboard. Right. But it does take a lot out of you and your team to sit there and have to play high speed scoring ball.
Right, and it's one of those situations for us in particular, Coleman. You see the final score and you see 48-32. Well, it's a shootout. It was 28-6 at the half, and offensively for us, because I have to, even as a defensive coordinator, I have to look at the big picture. We were dominant up front in our offensive line, and I'm not going to be specific with offensive linemen because offensive linemen you can't be, but we blocked very well. We could not be stopped. And it's one of those situations, anybody who was out at a high school football game or stepped outside of the air conditioning last night would realize how hot and humid it was. We were wearing all black. But, both players, coaches and I on the sideline, my calves were cramping up, and I'm out of shape. But,
but you're moving around. Yeah. I mean, we were having the same thing last night where we're sitting there going up the stairs and everything, and before the sun kind of started going down, right. I got all the way to the top, I guess the second time from carrying equipment up, getting ready for the troop game. I stopped and went, Jack, I feel bad.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just I'm overheated and I'm hot.
That's right.
And you sit there and go, okay, that's what I'm doing. How are these players going to feel? And then when we got to 9 and 10 o'clock, your hair was still just drenched with sweat, and absolutely. Usually it's cool and feels nice.
No,
and
not last night.
Yeah, I mean it's a cramping. It's a cramping, feel bad. Your body's going to fall out from underneath you type of night.
Exactly, and playing defensive football and that when you have to expend so much extra energy to react, is just draining, and in both defenses really couldn't stop in the second half especially. We did enough. We held them to 26 points in the second half. We're not happy about. I'm not particularly happy about, but we held them to less points than what we were able to do, and ultimately that's all that matters.
Exactly. It
so it's a great defensive effort if you do that. So I'm pleased with that. A couple of Levi McCurry, I'm going to mention him right off the bat. He's our nose tackle, freshman nose tackle. Was in the weight room all off season. Every time the weight room was open and he didn't have a family event outside of the state, he was here. And you got to respect that and appreciate that kind of work that a freshman will come in and do. So I want to mention him. It was just good. And honestly, the first half, when we were fresh, we were dominant defensively. We let one kid get away by poor tackling. We had great tackling other than a one play in the first half, and that was really the difference in the game for us.
Yeah, and I tell you what, you come through and everybody has to sit in the same weather. But still, one team's going to have a little better conditioning than the other. But as soon as this heat gets out of here and we get a little cooler, I think it's going to kind of even out everybody's team a little bit because you don't have that heavy weather drain on the physical activity you're doing.
Exactly, and the heat during the week of practice, is a cumulative effect, and people living down here in Georgia, it's hot all summer. The human body still can't handle it in the same way. We just don't function well as humans when it's hot like that. It's really hot in the body. But I think you're right. I think that's a good point about it, how it'll speed everything up and make everything more equal.
All right, we're going to come back. We're going to talk some more Lafayette Christian School. I have Coach Nate with us, and we're having a chance to talk about how they won 48-32 Friday night. That's your second victory, right?
It's our third victory.
And you're still you're the only undefeated team in Troop County.
That's right. We're the only undefeated in Troop County. We're going to hold on to that one.
If you missed that in the coach's show, it was the best sucker punch out there. Was I don't know, sucker punch. What right cross that came across during the show was awesome. And we are the only undefeated team in Troop County. I loved it. And but it's still true this week. So we'll see if Lafayette Christian School can keep it up. And actually, you won't be next week because Callaway plays Troop, so somebody's going to have a win there. So
that's okay.
We'll see how it shakes out. All right, folks, keep it right here. We're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback, the Lafayette Christian School edition. We're having fun here at Kia of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway. Come on out here and get your new Kia. I tell you, there's a driveway that's waiting for a nice Kia that's on your lot, waiting to get to your driveway.
That's right. So
jump in there.
Out front.
Isn't this a nice showroom?
It's a beautiful showroom. It really is. Come on down and see it.
There you go. Also, we have Chick-fil-A biscuits. Want to thank Chick-fil-A again for the third or fourth year in a row. They've been supplying us breakfast and fabulous Chick-fil-A biscuits, and the staff there at Chick-fil-A on Lafayette Parkway is always fabulous, and we appreciate their effort and help putting all the food together for us for the Kia of LaGrange big event that we do during football season, which is Saturday Morning Quarterback. We'll be back. You're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback on Eagle 102.3, 96.9, 1240, and online. You can watch us on video and see the Ham Stars behind us at eagle1023.com.
Jesse Lecter here from Kia of LaGrange. I'm inviting you to become part of our auto family. We're here to listen, understand, and give sound advice. If you're tired of lousy gas mileage or lack of versatility, I recommend the 2013 Kia Soul, awarded for quality by J.D. Power & Associates. The Kia Soul is a new way to roll. It starts at only $14,400. Plus, you get Kia's 10-year 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Good day, I'm suffering. In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens to your car, home, or business. And in this moment, get an agent who protects you in that way. Auto Owners Insurance. From a problem people.
Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrison Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com. To all the high school seniors in Troup County, Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
You love Blizzard treats at Dairy Queen. Your whole family loves Blizzard treats at Dairy Queen. Each time you eat a Blizzard, it's as if you're throwing a party for your taste buds. And you can keep that party going by celebrating with different Blizzard flavors every month. Like this month, come to Dairy Queen and try the M&M Brownie Blizzard. M&M chocolate candy pieces, chewy brownie pieces, and chocolatey topping blended with creamy DQ vanilla soft serve. Get yours now for a limited time at Dairy Queen at 203 New Franklin Road in LaGrange. Only at Dairy Queen. So good, it's DQ-less.
Caring about people, building relationships, supporting our community. At CB&T, it's what we do, day after day, year after year. During our 71 years, we've worked hard to be the bank more people in Troup County trust with their money. So it's probably no surprise that we have 3 local branches and more ATMs to serve you than any other bank in the area. We're CB&T, familiar faces and a welcoming smile. CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back here to Lafayette Christian School Saturday morning quarterback show. Coleman Weiss here with you with Coach Nate. And, Coach, I tell you, it sounds like a fun night to get the second game of the year done. And third game of the year done, I'm sorry. And so who's next on the list for Lafayette Christian School?
We have People's Baptist. It's a school in and around Atlanta. I'm not exactly sure where. The towns of Georgia is still a mystery to me in many ways, being a newbie down here. But we're excited to play them. We scrimmaged them, I think, 3 years ago. And it was a pretty close contest. And I was talking to head coach Nick Nearing, the Cougars' fearless leader, who's home with his 15-month-old son. And he said about them, they think they have about 13 kids on the roster. Remember, we're playing 8-man football here at Lafayette, so you get some really low roster numbers in terms of overall, and people might sort of scratch it. How do you play with that? You just do. Yep. You got to play Ironman football, play both ways. And
at the end of the season, though, you're the toughest people walking.
You have to be. You have to be. And we had kids last night trying to tap out of it, and they were gassed. And Life Christians kids were gassed for the most part. And they're all trying to tap out, and there's nobody else to put in. We can point back at the field. You're up. That's right. Okay. Your break was getting to walk over and ask for a play off, and now you go back. So don't ask for plays off. It was a very exciting game. And also, to get back to your defensive question, I'd be remiss to not mention Eli Shepard, another freshman linebacker. He is a ball hawk. He had some good plays, even in coverage. He's a kid that is a true linebacker. He can stuff the run, and he can get back into coverage. He made a couple nice plays on the ball in coverage. Also, Cole Clifton, a sophomore who's stepping up. We got some plays out of him. I will say he surprised me of how aggressive he had gotten from over the past 3 weeks. He's a kid. You need to rely on every kid on your roster, and props to Cole Clifton last night for the Cougar defense.
There you go. And let's talk about this. We hadn't we kind of get involved here in the Lafayette Christian School. We're sitting here doing our first Saturday morning quarterback show with you, and here live at Key of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway. Coach Nate here with me, and of course, Coach, let's back up and talk about, if you would like to get involved, Lafayette Christian School football. Number one, where can you see the games?
You can see we play it behind Whitesville Road. We call it the Cougar Stand, and it's right as you turn into the West Georgia Technical College. I believe that's Fort Drive. Yep. We play by that, right behind Whitesville Elementary School. It's a beautiful facility. We feel it's one of the best that we play in our region, and in the type of teams that we play. we've played in some cow pastures. Let me tell you, we have a nice facility. Come on down, nice lights.
And what does it cost to see the game there?
It's $5 to get in.
$5 to go see the game. You can't beat that. Full night of family entertainment. And
that's right.
And get a chance to visit with your friends and watch some great football.
And it's a faster paced game. It's a smaller field. It's by its nature a little bit more designed for points. As a defensive coordinator, it makes me mad, but hey, that's the nature of the game. And it's running, block, and tackling. And there's some we feel we have some kids that are capable of going out and playing on the next level. It's not about how many guys are on the field. It's how big, fast, and strong they are, and what their football IQ is. And I think that's what college coaches are looking for. And
now, how many years have Lafayette Christian School been doing football now?
This is our 5th season. And we get the question, and I want to address this. We get the question, when are you going to go to 11-man? When we're ready.
Yeah.
And there is no timeline. And I really believe that we do the kids a disservice, our players a disservice, to push them up to something that we as a school, you need more numbers for 11-man than what we have. And we're interested in the students' education, mental, and intellectual capacity. Obviously, as a Christian school, we're concerned about their spiritual health, and we're upfront about that. Excuse me. Sorry.
And I got to go ahead.
And then athletics comes. It does have to come third, and I should say spiritual health, academic, and intellectual health, and then there are athletics, and so it goes in that order. And we don't want to, go 11-man and have a 20-man roster, and it's bad. I've been in that situation in a small public high school situation, which I was coaching in, and it never works, and it's not best for the kids.
Well, and if you have not seen 9-man football, 8-man football,
it's very similar.
They shorten the field so you get more action. It's more compact.
80 by 40.
And so when you come out and see it, I think you'll be quite impressed with the product there that's on the field. And so get ready to enjoy that for you as we want you to go out and see Lafayette Christian School play a game. Your next game home is...
We'll be home on Friday night at 7:30, Whitesville Road. Come on down to the Cougars Den.
There you go, and that's right there on Fort Drive, right in front of the Callaway Conference Center. Beautiful facility. Cost you $5 to go enjoy a great football game. Well worth it. All right, let's take another break. We'll come back and talk some more about next week's game and prepare for find out how they're going to prepare for next week as we're talking with Lafayette Christian School on the Saturday morning quarterback edition at Kia of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway. We want you to come out and have some Chick-fil-A biscuits with us. We have that, and they've got some great coffee, and so you can get coffee and a wonderful Chick-fil-A biscuit and just have a big time. It is Coleman Vice here on Eagle 1023, 1240, 9869, and on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
Plus, you get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com to help support your In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance. What matters have you covered. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
The high school seniors in Troup County, Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
It is back here at Saturday Morning Quarterback Lafayette Christian School Edition. And of course, we've got Coach Nate Shaw with me. He was getting on to me for calling him Coach Nate, so I feel like I'm back on the field. You get me straight.
Well, no, that's fine. I don't mean to be that. You call me whatever you want.
What do the players call you?
They call me Coach.
Coach.
Or Coach Shaw.
All right, Coach Shaw. We'll go with that.
Highness, Sir Mr.
No,
Coach Shaw.
I think I do have some names.
Give me 20 and then there'll be about 5 laps.
Kurt Snyder joining us here on the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show. And, of course, we're here on Lafayette Parkway at Kia of LaGrange live, having a big time. And of course, they're in there having the big sales meeting right now. And what's about to happen is when that breaks, the Chick-fil-A biscuits get attacked. And so I have some hidden biscuits hidden back so that you can when you're coming out here, you will still have Chick-fil-A biscuits. Then when these salesmen come out from the salesman, they're hungry.
They're calling a safety blitz right now, coming out to the biscuits. So yeah, wouldn't be a good place to be right there in front of that. A good place for you to be today, though, would be to come out here and shop with us right here at Kia of LaGrange. Again, we appreciate Eagle with the opportunity for y'all to bring Coach Shaw and all of the coaches out. It's always a lot of fun. I know a lot of people follow the show, and again, we just really appreciate that. Appreciate what it means to the community. Again, y'all know what Kia means to our community. Again, we just ask you to come by, and when you're in the market, please shop here and compare. We compare very favorably to anybody in the market. I'll put our cars up against the Hondas or the Toyotas, the Chevrolets or the Ford. So, come by and give us an opportunity. Got a huge stock out here, great sales force. It does not work on commission. Coleman, we talk about it sometime. It's a different atmosphere when you walk in the door here. There's never any tension. There's never any pressure that you get, when you walk into a lot of showrooms. So we certainly invite you to come out. And help support your local community, and definitely get out and support your local high schools and enjoy some football this fall.
There you go. Thank you, Coach. And thank you, Kurt Snyder. Thank you very much for talking to us. I'm all messed up.
That's okay. The assault begins.
I know. I told you it would happen. Bruce is up there getting him a Chick-fil-A biscuit, and he's ready to go. And I tell you what, we're glad to do it. And I know Chick-fil-A likes to have their product enjoyed completely. And
they're hitting the floor, and they don't even care.
That's right. It's amazing. But it is a big deal that they come out here and have a big time with them at the wonderful event here at Kia of LaGrange.
And certainly us, me on behalf of Lafayette Christian, are certainly more than grateful for Kia LaGrange and their hospitality that they've shown to us here today.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. We're glad to have them here, and we're glad to be on the air, having a chance to talk a little Lafayette Christian School. Okay, now, coming up here, got about 3 or 4 minutes left.
Okay.
What's the plan for this next week? What are the players going to experience between now and Friday night's game?
Labor Day is a holiday, and we're going to shut down, and we feel that family is important here. They've been, so we're going to get the day off. We're going to come back Tuesday and Thursday, come back, get all tuned up. We do what we do. We are who we are. We do have an identity as to what we like to do, and we just need to tune that up, rest and relax, and be ready to get back at it. If you'd let me, I'd like to give you the rundown of how we made it to our 48-2 scores.
Sure.
Backing up a little bit. We did open up the game with an onside kick recovery, and that's how we started our game. We wanted the ball first, and so when the coin didn't,
you didn't win
away, we forced the outcome. Our next play from scrimmage, Ethan Pike, 40-yard touchdown run-off tackle out of the eye for a touchdown. Matty Brown scored our next 2 touchdowns. We had a touchdown from Caleb Casey for a touchdown. Matt Brown, touchdown. Matty Brown had 3 touchdowns on the night. Ethan Pike had a 2nd touchdown. And then we wrapped it up with our 48-32 victory with sort of the nail in the coffin by Big Trey Kirkland, who had 21 carries for 157 yards and a touchdown. Really had a great game. Sean McClendon, 14 carries, 89 yards. We had 436 yards of rushing and with about 40 yards of passing. We didn't need to throw the ball. We just pound the rock, baby. That's what we do. That's what we do.
There you go.
So it was a great game offensively for us, and we felt that we turned the ball over a couple times. We felt that gave points away, and that's on us. And we need to tighten up. Getting back to your original question, we need to tighten up ball security, execute our blocks better. Even though, say, well, you had 436 yards, why couldn't it have been 536 yards? You maintain the ball, you put more points on the board, and you take points away from them at the same time by doing that.
There you go. But next week it starts on Tuesday. Y'all have a great Labor Day weekend, and Coach Shaw, thanks for coming in and having a chance to enjoy the fun festivities here at Key of LaGrange. We'll see you back here next Saturday.
You can call me Coach Nate. You can call me anytime. All right.
Call you Johnny. It's the only thing you can't call you Johnny is that
I'll respond. You got biscuits, I'll respond.
That's right. Chick-fil-A biscuits all around. All right, folks, come out and enjoy St. Lafayette Christian School playing this Friday night, 7:30. 7:30 out there on Fort Drive, right in front of the right behind Whitesville Road School, and right in front of the Callaway Conference Center. $5 to go watch a great game, and they'll have a great time. And they're playing People's Baptist on Friday. Ought to be a lot of fun.
Come out and support Cougar football.
There you go, Coach Shaw. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who's listening. And, of course, we're having a big time on eagle1023.com. You can check us out there on the web. And then also on 96.9, 1240, and 102.3. We've got Troop Football, Saturday morning quarterback, up next.